Wait. What?
This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Sonosi Studios of Arizona, Colby Covington beef with Masvidal Arianny Celeste. Show them pregnant breast. Let's do this with the MMA-Holes. Yeah, baby. Wonderful, wonderful. Hello, friends. I hope everyone is wonderful, wonderful. We are here from the Sonosi Studios of Arizona. Well, not really. We're here in our living room, but we're making the best of this. We're trying this out. We're seeing if this works. So hit me with the unos in the chat, and let's give it a shot. Jesse, how are you today?
Wonderful, wonderful, Moss. How are you?
I am wonderful, wonderful. Yes, there is a little bit of a, I don't know, not a pleasant microphone sound because we're in like hallways and stuff like that, but this will do. We have the chat room on fire right now. I see everyone saying we're coming in strong and sexy over here. And how does it feel? Is this weird being in this type of setup, Jess?
It feels better than being on the phone. I can say that much.
That's right. We're using natural light. So if you see the light changing because the sun's setting, that's why. But here we are in the Sonosi dining room of Arizona, and we have a lot of things to talk about, Jess.
Should I close this? Because it's, if you like on here, it's like
if you'd like to close it. I mean, I don't know. You look like you're in heaven.
Yeah, it looks.
All right, so close
fuzzy.
Yeah, go ahead, close that. We're just natural light all over the place. Yes. Hey, Thomas. Hey, check this out, guys. Now, here's the deal. No green screen behind us yet because, like I said, we're not in our studio. But we have some new graphics here that we'll show you. So if you're like, wait, I've never seen that before, that's why. All right. Here we go, the chat room. Hello, chat. Everyone say hello. I see all the wonderful, wonderful belts there, the greens, the oranges, the white belts. I hope everyone's sexy and swole. And how is everyone in the chat? Jesse, what's going on in there?
Wow. Aiden says, Abs Rock says, this fight is closer than ever after, hold on, I missed it. Sorry, man. After the Usman fight fell through, this or Nate. And you're wonderful, wonderful. Sean Hart, buddy. Looks good, Chris and Jesse. Welcome, NH. Aiden Oliveira says, AE. Wonderful, wonderful from Ride Drive. Ebs Rock, yo. Fap, says Gary Banjo Sandwich. How are you guys, says Aiden. We're wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Every year for Twitch stream, says Henry Solstice. I am an orange belt now.
Yeah, congrats.
Wait, Ann. Is there any other new orange belts in here?
I'm sure there are. I mean, I see a plethora of oranges in the chat. So shout out to the brand new orange belts. And the first donation coming in on a Sonosi Dining Room Studios of Arizona show. It's coming in, and we do have some stories to get to. A lot of stories in this wonderful, wonderful show where Colby Covington is talking smack to Masvidal and Arianny Celeste. Show that pregnant belly. Sorry, gentlemen, she's off the market. She's knocked up. She's
been off the market for a while.
Oh, well now, at least you know she puts out, right?
So apparently she's a lot further along than people are speculating. It's just because she's showing now, so she can't do UFC 251.
Super chat.
Hey, Jess, look at this. It's super chat. Kelly.
Greatest show on YouTube. You are all wonderful, wonderful.
Kelly, You are.
Wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Kelly Van Hughes, for the $5 donation. So you want to start off with Prego Arianny? You want to just go there? Like TMZ style?
If that's what you would like.
Yeah, I don't care.
All right. UFC Octagon girl Arianny Celeste is pregnant, according to MMAnews.com. Since 2006, fight fans have known Celeste as a top Octagon girl for the world leader in mixed martial arts. Throughout the years, she has received numerous awards for her work, namely Ring Girl of the Year. Many fans have wondered why Celeste hasn't appeared at recent UFC events, and now we know why. Celeste took to her Instagram account to reveal that she is pregnant. She also told US Magazine that she and her boyfriend Taylor King are expecting the child on September 28th. This is what she wrote on her Instagram. She said, "Dear baby, I've been waiting for this moment my entire life. I promise to teach you about the beauty of the world and to love with no restrictions or division. In turn, you have already taught me so much about kindness, empathy, and most of all, faith. Through all of this chaos, you have helped me to remain strong and grounded. You are already loved so much. I can't wait to meet you, my baby. Love, Mommy." For more details, link in bio.
There you go. I think she should still work as a pregnant ring girl. I think she should break down the barrier and just run around with the sign with the belly hanging out. Same outfit. What do you think, Jess?
Yep.
What do you think, boys and girls? Why not, right? She still looks good. Checking her out here, covering herself up. Got the big prego belly. Looking like big country over here. And why not? I don't know. Well, congratulations to Arianny. Hopefully everything goes wonderful, wonderful, and looks pretty good in this picture. Not bad. Holding herself together. How old is she?
She's 35.
35? How does that work? Aren't the eggs all like shriveled up at 35 or no?
No.
No? Oh. I didn't think women can get pregnant past 30. This is crazy, Jesse. I'm learning something new today. Wow. Amazing. All right. Jesse, let's go into another story over here. What do you got?
So the first story that I have, I actually updated some of the stories, so if you guys have been on the website, you might want to refresh. But UFC is set for 9 events in August, including UFC 252 and the return of the Contender Series this year.
Oh, yeah?
Which nobody thought was going to happen. The UFC will be very busy in the month of August. On Wednesday, the Nevada State Athletic Commission officially approved a total of 9 dates for the promotion, including 5 regular events and 4 dates for the return of Dana White's Contender Series. While the dates are now confirmed, the UFC hasn't officially announced many of the fights outside of the UFC 252 main event trilogy between heavyweight champ Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier. When it comes to the regularly scheduled UFC events, first up will be the show on August 1st, which is expected to be headlined by a women's bantamweight fight between former champ Holly Holm and fast-rising contender Irene Aldana. Then comes the August 8th card with heavyweights Derek Lewis and Alexei Olenek on tap for the main event. UFC 252 is expected to take place on August 15th with Miocic versus Cormier headlining the several other fights in the works, including another heavyweight fight between former champ Junior Dos Santos and Jairzinho Rozenstruik. From there, the UFC moves to August 22nd, but as of yet, there has been no main event confirmed for that show. The final UFC event for the month will take place on August 29th, with the main event still to be determined for that show as well, although several bouts are confirmed, including a light heavyweight clash between Anthony Smith and Alexander Rakic, or Rakic, depending on how you pronounce it. Wednesday's hearing also officially approved the return of the Contender Series on Tuesday nights. The fight card will take place on August 4th, with shows following each week on August 11th, 18th, and 25th. As previously reported by MMA Fighting, the latest season of the Contender Series is expected to run through September and the first 2 weeks of October.
UFC is pretty busy. They got a lot of stuff coming up. In the future, you got this one here, UFC 251, and they're just rolling right along. I'm looking forward to the trilogy fight of Cormier versus Miocic. That is not going to be the Ultimate Fighter, though, right? They're saying it's going to be something else, or are they going to do that again? They're going to run the Ultimate Fighter back, too.
They did not say anything about the Ultimate Fighter.
It looks like everything is
Shopping
pointing towards
during a pandemic.
shopping during a pandemic. Nintendo.
Shout out to Two Joints and all Canadians on this Canada's birthday. Congrats to the new orange belts. And Joe Exotic, keep your head up. Chris and Jesse and everybody in the chat, check out Pulse Reloaded's UF 251 pics vid. That dude went 9 of 10 last week.
Wow. Beautiful. Pulse. Good job. Very nice job, and go check out his pics over there. The Nintendo Camp Gamer. There it is. Thank you for the donation. So if you're just jumping in to our stream, you're like, this looks different. Well, we're in our dining room. The movers have not come yet, but we have equipment, and we're trying this out on this internet. And what does it look like, Jess? Is it coming through?
I mean, it looks clear on your end, but I'm assuming that's because
Shopping
of light.
during a pandemic.
Is it look clear?
No, it's fuzzy on my side.
Look at those new graphics. Ah yes, thumbs up.
All right, that's what we've been working on while we've been stuck not being able to do our studio. You don't look good? Hold on a second.
No, it's just a little fuzzy is all. I think it's because of the lighting and the
You have a
position of
little
the
side
camera.
light. You can close the shade. You said you were going to close it.
I did.
No, you didn't. Close that
Well,
one right there.
I closed that one.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all right.
close-
Forget it. It's not
all
that
right.
big of a deal.
I think she looks pretty good. So yeah, we're in our dining room. We're literally sitting on our brand new dining room table over here. The movers moved it in, and we put our equipment on it. So hopefully we scratch it up. All right, let's move on over here and look at the schedule. Here's the grip. Oh, you gotta take the it's the power cord, Jess. Old.
No, it's not.
What the fuck is that noise?
It was when you pounded on the table it started.
Yes. Oh yes, dining room.
Yep, it's you.
Hold on, let's see. Oh, do you guys hear that crumpling? Oh come on.
I think it's your cord.
What happened? Just got all fucking weird. I know, I think I broke it. Oh, no. Is it this? It sounds like it's this, right?
Yeah.
Don't touch anything. Let me show you what we're going through right here. This is
Oh, you fixed it.
the most ghetto mic stand you could. This is a light stand drilled into a piece of wood, and I have this thing weighting it down over here. We don't have our equipment yet. It's, so yeah, technical
I think
difficulties.
you kind of fixed it.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
you
that's
had
the soundboard.
you had
Hold on a
it.
second. Let's try this.
It's this. It's the cord. Yeah. Oh.
There we go. I think.
No.
I don't know.
Shopping during a
I don't even
pandemic.
know. This is so ridiculous. Luke.
Studies show women lose 90% of their eggs by the time they are 30 years old, and only have about 3% remaining by the time they are 40. I wanna see her heavily pregnant milk-filled titties. Also her Insta post was gay AF, she gonna raise the kid to be a fag.
Yikes.
What the hell? He's talking about Arianny Celeste over here. I don't know if I agree with everything they said, but jeez. What a donation coming. Arianny off the market. I don't know. There's something about pregnant women. They have that glowing thing, and guys are attracted to it. I was talking about this with Jesse. When women are pregnant, there's like, you know when they say a woman's glowing and this and that, and they say that guys are attracted to pregnant women. She doesn't look bad. Even though she's got this big-ass belly over here, she still looks hot. Is that weird? Is that weird to say?
It's your taste.
Okay. All right. Thanks. That's my take. I like big, fat-bellied women, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, she's like oddly attractive in this picture. I mean, Arianny Celeste is already attractive, but 35 years old. Good for her. Good for her and the baby. Let's move back into the news over here. What's the next story? Do you think? Wait, hold on. With her breast, is she gonna breastfeed with that silicone? The fake ninnies. How's that work? Does it go past?
She can still breastfeed.
So what happens? How's that? They put the pancakes in the breast, the silicone pancakes, and how does the milk get around it?
It doesn't get around it. They don't. Your breasts don't stop functioning the same way that a normal female's breast would function, because it comes out of like the gland. Like it's not. The silicone goes into a pocket underneath, and kind of like lifts it. So it's not like they're affecting any of the actual function of the boob.
Okay, so they're not gonna be sucking silicone out of her breasts. They're gonna poke a straw through the silicone? No?
Oh man.
All right, what else is in the news? What do we got here? Ooh, look at my face!
Nope, wrong one. Keep going.
Keep going?
Andrea Lee versus Roxanne Modafferi agreed to a September 12th UFC Fight Night bout.
Okay.
So
all
your
right.
girl Roxy's coming back.
How about this? They're throwing her a nice tough one.
Yeah. The UFC is already beginning to map out its September slate, a women's flyweight matchup between Andrea Lee and Roxanne Modafferi. is expected to take place September 12th in Las Vegas. Although the fight is not finalized, verbal agreements are in place. Two people with knowledge of the situation informed MMA Junkie of the targeted booking Wednesday, but asked to remain anonymous since the promotion has yet to make an announcement. No other September 12th UFC fights have been made public or reported at this time, and the promotion has not made an official announcement pertaining to the event date or location. Andrea Lee and Modafferi have fought back in 2014, with Modafferi winning a split decision at Invicta FC 10. Lee will look to snap a 2-fight losing streak after winning her first 3 promotional outings. Lee has dropped back-to-back split decisions to Joanne Calderwood and Lauren Murphy. Modafferi competed as recently as June 20, losing a unanimous decision to Murphy at UFC and ESPN 11 since her UFC debut at Ultimate Fighter 27 finale in December 2017. Modafferi has alternated wins and losses during her promotional tenure.
I like Roxy. She seems like such a complete sweetheart, and I hope she beats up Nazi husband. You know? I hope she does. Smacks her around. And what's up with RX falling asleep to this fight? What is he doing, RX? How disrespectful is Garfield falling into a box?
Casual.
What do you think about that, Jesse? You think he's a casual?
A little bit.
Oh my God. Shame on you, RX. Listen, it's a ladies' fight, and some people don't like it. It's not their cup of tea, but I think this is a good step in the right direction for Roxy. So good luck in that fight, and do not wear that wig ever again. Right? Let's see what the chat thinks. So do you care about Modafferi versus Swastika husband?
Dr. Jack Skywatcher says Roxy has man features, not that there's anything wrong with that. Casual says Matt Stone. NH says Roxy is great. We're ready to party, says Henry Solstice.
Yes!
Alex Lovell says, give us the Acumen soundbite, Moss. I know you got it somewhere.
I don't. I got rid of it. I have I have a small soundboard. So
West Coast Cali says no. Nah says Aiden Oliveras. Kurt Cocaine says no, not really, says Drunk Savage. Henry Solstice catnip. Dr. Jack, wonderful Flat Earth Deacon. I don't care for that fight. Aiden says nope. 2 joints tonight. Tonight does the best, bro. Roxy got that Goku wig on, says Jose Loco. Ride Drive Lily. Was Rick changed to Rocky? NH, she has improved so much since Tough. Robert Quinones says no. Kelly Van Hughes, nope. Luke Robinson, when is Joanna gonna get the title fight?
When is Joanna gonna get the title fight? I mean, listen, Joanna, she beat Weili Zhang, so she deserves that title fight. But her face was a balloon, so
my foot was a balloon.
I don't know. But JJ, I don't know. Like JJ, she's still there. She's still right in the picture. She's still someone that I enjoy fighting. She's probably my favorite female fighter right now. She's been at that for a while. So even if she doesn't fight for a belt, I'm all about the JJ. What do you think about Ioana Jędrzejczyk? What should be next for her?
I don't know really. After seeing the last fight, I got a little worried. I feel like maybe she should just take a break for a little while.
A break?
Yeah.
She coming off a fight of the year? Take a break. You suck. No, stop it. What do you mean? Unless you want her to heal up, I guess. But she looks like she's all healed up and ready to go. Well, all right. Let's go here. Ioana Jędrzejczyk sitting at number 4. How about, Tatiana Suarez. Damn, she is, that's the dangerous one.
Well, Jędrzejczyk's number 5 in,
Number 4.
In, what division?
Oh, and why is she in both? Oh, this is women's pound for pound, Jess. But
pound for pound.
By the way, when did they add that? Is that recent?
Know.
I know they were going to switch it, male and female. This is the first time I get to see it on the website over here. So let's look at their pound for pound. Wait. Amanda Nunes, who rightfully so should be first. Weili Zhang, then Valentina? What? Really?
Well, the way Weili Zhang just kind of bulldozed through the division and got the title, I mean, I can see it.
What? I can't. I mean, Weili Zhang is very good.
It's because they're trying to capture that China audience. So what better way than to put her as the number 2?
Wow. This does go to show you, and Jesse makes a good point. This goes to show you that the UFC, oh boy, they want that Chinese market. They need it. They need the Chinese in their face. Because there is no reason that Weili Zhang should be number 2 over Valentina Shevchenko. Weili Zhang's very, very good and has a chance to be maybe the best. Who knows? but give her a chance to prove herself over Valentina Shevchenko. I'll tell you this. I'd rather watch Weili Zhang or Zhang Weili fight over Valentina. So are they talking about like who would you rather watch fight? Because I would rather watch Weili. But besides that, if you're just talking pound for pound, I don't understand. Is it because the coronavirus is in? Is that why it's hot? It's trendy?
Maybe.
This is a COVID-19 situation over here. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a little crazy to be over Valentina. That's a little nuts. Don't you? What do you think?
I don't mind it.
Wow. Listen, I mean, being like a fan that is not crazy about Valentina Shevchenko, which I am, I'm not. I still respect what she's done, you know, and I can't figure out how that works. But it looks like the UFC is sucking off Zhang Weili. What do you think, Chad? I mean, is this a little weird?
Ride Drive Lily says rankings are like The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Bullshit. Gene Pinkard says bullet all the way. Henry Solstice, ain't that flipping of words something? Alex Level says Valentina then Zhang. Henry Solstice, since I'm half Japanese, it fucks me up. Manny C says no way Zhang over Valentina. Valentina went toe to toe with Nunez. Zhang could never do that.
Yeah, this is really strange. This really makes no sense. I mean, other than what Jesse said, I mean, they'd rather market Zhang Weili. She could be more marketable, and she's a hell of a lot more fun to watch fight. So, okay, look at that, the UFC, no fooks given. Talking about what is next for Ioane and Jacek, I mean, Tatiana Suarez would be interested, and I think Tatiana beats her. Tatiana's very, very good. How about that, though? Jessica Andrade Rose, they're fighting again.
Shopping during a pandemic.
I might see Tatiana fighting for a belt soon.
Is Joanna Calderwood next for Valentina, or is there a different sacrificial lamb? Big up to my fellow Scotsman woman.
Yeah, she's next. Joanna. That's the next one. That should be on the ranking, on the events. How about Joanna Calderwood? I'm a fan of her. I like her. She's getting a big opportunity. Let's check it out. You got UFC 251. You got Qatar versus Ige. That's the next fight. Wednesday. What? Wednesday? Is that correct? Yeah, it looks like it. 15th. Look at this, Jesse. We got a fight night on a Wednesday.
I know. I told you that we were going to have...
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
I don't do
Shocker.
that. That's too much work to pay attention. So the first Fight Island is going to be this or UFC 251. 251 is in Vegas.
251 is on Fight Island.
That is on Fight Island. Oh, okay. All right. Shit, man. Sorry, I'm not paying attention over here. That's just too much work to do. So 251 Fight Island, then boom, they just run right into Wednesday. I wonder what the reasoning is. Why are they going so quick into the next event? Good fight, huh?
They're trying to push out 4 events on Fight Island before they move back to the Apex.
Man, oh man. So goat milk's going to be popping this week. Next week, excuse me. Well, 2 weeks. Carla Esparza versus Marina Rodriguez. Al Hassan versus Lazez. Gordon versus Fishgold. Okay, hold on.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Let's look at the preliminaries. Bukasakis versus Moreira. Molly the Meatball versus Tyler Santos. Ricardo Ramos versus Leron Murphy. John Phillips versus Dusko Todorovic. Tim Elliott, Tall Tim versus Ryan Benoit. Diana Belbita versus Liana Jojua. So that's why it's a Wednesday show. I mean, probably good scraps, but nothing to be like, oh my God. Pedro versus Frankie. How'd I miss that? That's interesting. All right. So there you go. Wednesday. We got, damn, fight buddies galore. Looks like the dining room's going to be popping. Unless we get the studio up and running. Hopefully we don't have to do this from the dining room. Fingers crossed. All right. Anyway, what else do we have in the news, JBH?
So this is the main story that we have on the thumbnail. Colby Covington calls Jorge Masvidal the scaredest motherfucker. According to MMAnews.com, Colby Covington thinks Jorge Masvidal's baddest motherfucker reputation is a facade. Covington and Masvidal were once roommates and teammates at American Top Team, but things have clearly gone south. Chaos and Gamebred have shared their stories as to how their friendship soured. Covington claims Masvidal uses people for his own benefit. Masvidal says Covington refuses to pay a beloved coach what he is owed, so that led to a confrontation between the two. Covington appeared as a guest on BJ Penn Radio. During his appearance, Covington expressed his belief that Masvidal is doing all he can to avoid fighting him. He said, quote, "I know Dana's having a dispute with Street Judas Masvidal right now. Hey Dana, you know who to call. Call me, bro. I'll finish Street Judas off. I'll send that dude to the morgue. He won't ever fight again. He's got the BMF title, but that's not even a real title. It's a participation trophy. He's really got the SMF title right now. The saddest motherfucker, or the scaredest motherfucker. It wasn't a money issue. It was a scared issue."
Oh shit! Jesse! Pregnant boobies!
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air. Flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Choke my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Pervert cameraman,
Arianny Celeste!
Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
Look at the boobies flying in the chat. Right,
Have
right.
to do this donation since we are talking about Arianny. New house looks great. How do you like the clean air and sun?
I think the new house is
wonderful, wonderful.
By the way, clean air. Speaking of clean air, before we went live, I saw on the news that a dust storm is coming. So the air might not be that clean. It might be a little dusty, but it's been great. How do you like it so far, Chess?
It feels like I'm back in Arizona. I don't know. It's not the same for me. It's not like it's different, you know? Only this time I'm back with you. So, it's worse. Just kidding. Oh, that was pretty funny.
Well, I need something to cheer me up, guys. So I'm going to put over here a pregnant Arianny Celeste. Here she is. There she is. If you're just jumping in, yes, she is knocked up. But how about the pervert cameraman? I mean, listen. Ride Drive, a beast. Coming in with the pervert cameraman in perfect timing. Hopefully Arianny will get back in there and fling the card around. But I think she should do it pregnant. But what are you going to do? So get back to that Colby Covington situation, Jess. I mean, I like it. I like it. Is that it with the story or...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think it's great. I think Masvidal versus Colby seems like the fight that makes the most sense for both of them. The history, you can have a nice little lead up to it with their friendship and how it fell apart. Colby Covington coming back with the zingers, and I like it. I like it a lot. I think this should be a fiery one on Fight Island. Make it happen, right, Connor?
Yes, sir.
All right, so who do you think gets the win if they do put this thing together?
I would probably have to say Covington.
Colby Chaos Covington for the win, says JBH. Chat room, what do you say? Who would win that fight if the Chaos fights Street Judas?
Aiden Oliveira is giving the fist pump. Alex Lovell says Colby smash. Moronic Emergency says Covington easy money. Sean Hart, yep, Masvidal wants no part of that smoke. Sean Hart says Covington. Dr. Jack says kinda looks unreal. Colby says Ruben Rivera. Drunk Savage says JBH is smart. I know. Thank you. Eduardo says Jorge. Gene Pinker says CC. Sean Masvidal. Masvidal wins, says Real Gamer. Glide Masvidal wins. Aiden Colby versus Jorge tough. And H Colby. Luke Robinson. Jorge makes Colby his prison bitch. Boss Kogar Masvidal hits harder. Post Reloaded, yo, and the double champ, yes, sir. Flutter thinking I'll take Jorge. Devin Jackson, it's a toss-up. Aiden Oliveira, Colby versus Jorge, tough. 2 joints, JBH, are you hangry? Moss, you better get JBH something, bro. No, I ate just a couple hours ago. I'm good to go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
If you want to watch the fights coming up, UFC 251. ESPN Plus is the way to do it. We have a link in the description. You click on that link, you sign up, and you help the MMA holes out at the same time. Watch the fights, help the MMA holes? What? Link in the description. ESPN Plus. A lot of events. Two events coming up. Saturday and Sunday. UFC 251, UFC Fight Night. Cater, Ige, however you say his name, click the link in the description. And be wonderful. It's good to be back behind the mics, even though the sound is not perfect. It's still better than the phone, right?
Yes.
It's feeling sexy. We got the tank tops on because it's 100 degrees outside, and we're using some natural light over here. And we'll be in the regular studio soon enough. Should we give the people a little taste of Arizona?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to give you a little taste of Arizona. Oh, what is that? Is that an eagle flying by, Jesse? That's our backyard right there. Wow. So, this will be the new TGIW background when we get into the studio. So I give you a little taste of that, and yes,
I feel like
it is
we're
beautiful.
Spoiling it, though.
Oh, we're spoiling it, Jesse. That's what I do here. I spoil the people. No? You don't like me spoiling the people?
No, I feel like just kind of defeats the whole allure.
Well, listen. There's 145 friends, and oh, look, this bird's flying by, Jesse. Look at that. That's our backyard. There it is. Shh. Don't tell anybody that I showed you. All right, let's go on to the next story. JBH, what else we got? Oh, hold on a second. Hold on.
You guys streaming from the kitchen, it must be hard times. How much for the antique bar stools in the back? I can go 30 a piece. I'll have my guys pick them up. Anything to help until you come back home.
Thank you, Z-Rest. I appreciate it. And we're not in the kitchen, but the kitchen is back there. We're in the dining room. And back there is the kitchen. But thank you. And in there is where I keep D-Rest. Shh. Okay, Jesse, what else we have in the news?
Okay, hold on one second. Oh no, just kidding. Jorge Masvidal's coach says once he's paid the money he's worth, then we'll have a welterweight champion.
Okay.
Jorge Masvidal was still in the middle of negotiations with the UFC on his next fight, but that didn't stop the BMF champion from training like he was preparing for a return to action on July 11th. Despite a global pandemic forcing fighters to drastically alter the way they train, Masvidal was still spending as much time in the gym as possible as he helped his teammates and continued to stay ready in the hopes that he could come to terms with the UFC. With Dustin Poirier preparing for a fight this past weekend against Dan Hooker, Masvidal became a key asset in his training camp while staying ready for the opportunity to fight with the welterweight title against reigning UFC champ Kamaru Usman. Ultimately, the two sides never found middle ground, with Masvidal taking aim at the promotion for not paying him what he believes he's worth while negotiating with a take-it-or-leave-it attitude. Meanwhile, UFC President Dana White returned fire by pointing out Masvidal just inked a new 8-fight deal with the organization prior to his most recent fight in November 2019. It's tough to say what it will take for talks to resume, but Brown is more than confident that once the UFC pays up, Masvidal will be more than ready for his opportunity to compete for the title. According to Brown, Masvidal is the kind of fighter who puts in a lot of hours to make sure he's prepared for whatever fight falls in his lap. Even now, with Usman set to face former teammate Gilbert Burns at UFC 251, Masvidal continues to clock time at the gym, even if he may not fight next week, next month, or even next year unless the promotion meets his demands. And when he does finally fight again, Brown expects Masvidal to be even better than the version we last saw during a dominant performance against Nate Diaz.
The best fight to make is the Colby Covington one. I think that would be fantastic stuff. I think you get some money. I don't know how much money he made for the BMF fight. I can't remember what it was. I know he spoke about it, but it slipped my mind. But I know it's a nice chunk of change, and I think with Colby Covington matched up against him, that should be a lot of fun. On a fight island, I think that would be great. Let's do it. Let's see it, man. I don't know how much money this dude wants, but I mean,
why pay him? He just signed an 8-fight deal with the UFC. He already solidified what he's going to get paid with the UFC. And he just signed that before his November bout, which was just recently.
What?
Why is he demanding more money right now? It doesn't make any sense.
Are you calling Masvidal a bitch?
And don't pay him. You already signed the deal. You already agreed to 8 fights. Do the 8 fights and then ask for more money.
You just called Jorge Masvidal a bitch. And I agree. I mean, listen. I want him paid just so I can see the fight. But at the same time, it is true. The UFC does not need to
He should fight anyway. How can anyone respect him if he doesn't fight?
Oh, shit.
If he signs an 8-fight deal and publicly states that he signs an 8-fight deal, and Dana White comes out and says he signed an 8-fight deal, and then he fucking cowers away and doesn't take a fight because he's not getting paid enough money, I'm going to look at him as a coward because you already signed the deal. Like, you already said you were going to do 8 fights, and now because your potential opponent might be Colby Covington, now you're going to cower away and say, I want more money? Come on. Because he knows he's going to lose against Colby Covington.
Is this the first time you agree with me? What happened to the change of heart? You were just torturing me the other show when I was screaming about fighters and their money.
I was playing devil's advocate the other show.
Oh. So Jesse is saying, stop complaining and fight. Wow. Look at that, Jesse. Stop complaining and fight. Enough's enough. Don't be a bitch anymore, Jorge Masvidal. Get in there. You signed the contract. Now let's go. Wow, look at that. Jorge Masvidal getting called out by JBH. This is unbelievable stuff. Is it because we're in the dining room?
No.
Well, man, I got to say, Jorge Masvidal, you've heard from JBH. Now you must compete and stop being a biatch. What do you think, Jesse? I mean, chat room, excuse me. Do you think that Jorge Masvidal should stop complaining and just get in there and fight, or does he deserve the money?
The sink is leaking. Bah ha ha. Smile, JBH. Oh, speaking of sinks, Moss taught me how to change out my first sink last night.
That's correct.
I'm officially a plumber. Plumber's crack and all.
Her first faucet. Jessie has taken the faucet out. She replaced the faucet. And now she's...
And the pipes underneath.
And the pipes underneath. Complete plumber. So if anyone needs any plumbing work...
Boom, roasted. Boom, roasted. You suck. Boom, roasted.
Hey, we got a boom roasted.
Great new studio stuff. Masvidal is a baby bitch. Dream scenarios for entertainment, antics or competitive. What is a fight you guys would like to see? Me? Conor versus Colby as tough coaches. Conor would lose bad, but man would it be fun. Conor versus Masvidal as second.
I tell you what, and thank you for the donation, El Diablo of the Sonosi Studios. That's right, we are still in the Sonosi Studios over here. Finally, we are behind the mics, but this is not the actual studios. Some graphics you will be seeing in the new stuff, but this is not the final product. So hang in there, and thank you, Sonosi, for the donation. But fights I would like to see, I mean, listen, the story that we just said, how would I not want to see Colby Covington versus his former BFF, Jorge Masvidal? Those two... I just heard sirens. Are we on fire? Oh shit, it must be a brush fire underneath us. That's probably what it is. Yeah, I mean, those two those two friends over there, I like to see them bash each other. I really would like to see them bash each other in the face. And who knows? I mean, I thought that Colby would smash the shit out of Masvidal. I still have to pick Colby Covington, but you never know, man. Jorge has surprised us a couple of times already, and he might go in there and knock Colby's head off. It's a possibility. So that is one that would be very exciting for me. What would be a fight for you, Jesse, that you would like to see coming up on Fight Island?
For Masvidal or just in general?
Just in general.
On Fight Island?
Yeah.
Since Fight Island is for international fights, I would finally like to see Ortega versus the Korean Zombie. I think that would be a great fight. But I don't see that happening.
You know what? I would like to see the Korean Zombie knock Ortega's head off too. Korean Zombie's great, man.
I think the Korean Zombie would destroy him. But I think it would be a good fight. And Ortega's talking mad shit. I mean, what better way to do it than on Fight Island?
What do you guys say in the chat? What would be something that you would look forward to? A fight that you put together? Listen, Conor McGregor in any situation is something I would love to see, but he's retired right now. Have you checked on the Notorious one? Is he out of retirement yet?
Yeah, I have a story on him.
All right, let's segue to that, because let's see, what is my boy doing? What's going on here? I mean, there's no...
It's actually the next story.
Oh, it's the next story. Look at that segue, Jesse. We are so in sync. I'm just like Justin Timberlake over here. Let's see what we got.
So Conor McGregor is motivated, and his coach says he would beat Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington.
Who, Kavanaugh said that?
Yeah. So Conor McGregor is definitely retired. For real this time, not like the previous 2 retirements over the last 4 years when McGregor jumped back into action for lucrative fight deals. In fact, McGregor is so retired that his longtime coach John Kavanagh fielded fan questions about potential bouts for the Irishman during a Q&A earlier this week.
My foot was up a leon.
According to TMZ Sports, Kavanagh was asked if McGregor could beat welterweight champ Kamaru Usman or the number 2 ranked fighter in the weight class, Colby Covington. He said, if there's a very motivated Conor, I think he beats any of them. He's got knockout power. He has easily knockout power up to that weight class. If he was put in a serious training camp, I think he wins. To be clear, there are no current plans for McGregor to fight anytime soon, though there weren't any in place before he announced his retirement in the tweet following UFC 250 on June 6th. McGregor last fought on January 18th, defeating Cowboy Cerrone by technical knockout 40 seconds into the first round. Yet he didn't quickly find a new opponent after the performance, with UFC President Dana White saying the best thing McGregor could do is wait to take on the winner of a lightweight title unification bout between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Justin Gaethje. With Nurmagomedov still in Russia because of travel restrictions amid the coronavirus pandemic, it's unclear when a Gaethje fight could materialize. Though he didn't rule anything out, Kavanagh moved the goalposts a bit when asked if he could convince McGregor to come back.
Please, Conor, come back. Grace us with your bulging shoulders of death. Come back into the cage and take over the octagon once again. We need McGregor.
Yes, sir. My foot was up a leon.
All right. Well, who knows if Conor's coming back here? I mean, I think if I had to put money on it, I would say yes, he is coming back. The question is when and against who? I don't want to see him just sitting around waiting for who's going to win Khabib versus Gaethje. I don't want to see that. I mean, I do want to see him fight them, of course, but I mean, I don't want to see him sitting around. I would like to see something in between, like a DIAZ. If the Masvidal Covington thing doesn't work, why not throw that together? Yeah, I don't know. Give me something. Give me a rematch with Dustin Poirier. That works for me too. I'm cool with that. Dustin is on fire. He got paid $250K for his last fight. Get Dustin a red panty night against Conor McGregor. Give me something. Come on. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. See that nipple? That nipple needs McGregor.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, what's the next story, Jess?
UFC fighter rankings, Dustin Poirier just cracked the pound-for-pound top 10 after his last fight.
Pound for pound, top 10.
That's right.
Good for Dustin.
Dustin Poirier and Dan Hooker were expected to deliver a 5-star fight on ESPN last weekend, and somehow it managed to exceed expectations. The two lightweights put on one of the best fights of the year in the headliner, with Poirier managing to pull out a decision victory. That win made him the de facto number 1 contender at 155, since there are 2 champions right now, and moved him into the top 10 of the mythical pound-for-pound list as well. While the rest of the card was light on relevance, there was a fair amount of movement in most divisions this week, so let's take a look at all the changes. So, as I just mentioned, men's pound for pound, Poirier is up 2 to 10. Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje fell 1 spot each to 11 and 12. Heavyweight, Augusto Sakai and Walt Harris flip-flopped the 9 and 10 spots. Light heavyweight, Misha Cirkunov moves up 1 spot to 11. That drops Johnny Walker, a guy that beat Cirkunov inside a minute, below him down to 12. Middleweight, no changes. Welterweight, Jeff Neal is up 1 spot to 10, dropping Nate Diaz to 11. Neil Magny moves from 15 to a tie for 14 with Anthony Pettis. In lightweight, lots going on here. Poirier is up a spot to 2. Tony Ferguson is down 1 to 3. Charles Oliveira is up 1 spot to 6, dropping Paul Felder to 7. Diego Ferreira is up 2 to 8. Kevin Lee and Ally Quinta fall 1 spot each to 9 and 10 respectively. Islam Makhachev is up 2 to 11. Cowboy Cerrone drops 2 to 13. Drew Dober rises 1 to 14, sending Beneil Dariush down to 15. In the featherweight division, Zabit Magomedsharipov rises 1 spot to 2, pushing Brian Ortega down to 3. Josh Emmett moves into a tie for 7 with Frankie Edgar. Jose Aldo somehow moves up 1-11, despite not fighting in the division anymore. Arnold Allen falls 1-12. Bantamweight Corey Sandhagen drops to the 5th spot on his own. In flyweight, there are no changes. In women's pound for pound, Cynthia Cavillo is up 1-13, dropping Juliana Pena to 14. Women's bantamweight, Raquel Pennington moves up into a tie for 4 with Juliana Pena. Women's flyweight, Jessica Ai drops from a tie to 4 to take over 5 on her own. Women's strawweight, Felice Herrig drops 2-15, allowing Angela Hill and Amanda Ribas to move up 1 each to 13 and 14.
Okay, so there's a lot of movement over here, and the most over here at lightweight, Dustin and Hooker have completely scrambled the whole division. I like how they conveniently made Jose Aldo go up.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
That just goes to show you that, listen, it's about...
The rankings don't matter anymore. They're just looking
putting some fights together. I mean, what Zhang Weili over Shevchenko and pound for pound still is sticking out like a sore thumb right now. But it is what it is. You move on, and we just want to see some good fights. I mean, who cares, right? That's what it comes down to. And we got some really good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
As we were looking at the events in the near future, you have a Saturday and a Wednesday one. You got this Fight Island. There it is. Usman versus Burns. Should be a competitive buddy scrap. We spoke about Kattar versus Ige. You got the run back of Figueiredo versus Benavidez. Does Figueiredo make weight? Jess, what do you think?
Yeah, I think you will.
Yes? Okay. You got Darren. Cyclops Till. He is fighting a big one against Whitaker. Bobby Knuckles coming back. That should be a really good one. Who's on that card? We didn't even take a look at this. Let's take a look. It's in the book. It feels good to be back and see what's on the UFC schedule and shit like that. Shogun. Whoa, man. Shogun versus Nogueira. I mean, talk about an ancient fight. Damn. Oliveira versus Sabota. Verdum versus Gustafsson. So Gustafsson moving up. Dalby versus Roberts. And yeah, fight night. It's a fight night. Not bad. It's okay. Anything that sticks out over here?
Justin Tapa.
Yeah, you like that kid? Oh, he's from the Contender Series, right? Yeah. I bet she's coming back, and okay, whatever. You know, it is what it is. Let's move on and see what else we got coming up. I like that the UFC is just like food COVID. COVID has really messed us up as a show, but the UFC doesn't care, and we don't care either. We keep going. Holly Holm back. Holly Holm, the main event Holly versus Irene Aldana. How about Irene getting a shot against the Preacher's Daughter? Nice opportunity for Irene Aldana. Some people don't like to see Holly up top as a main event. Do you care?
I think she's entertaining, but certainly not someone that I would always throw at the top.
You know what it is? She slayed Ronda.
No, it's not because of that. It's because she's banging John Jones, so she's got it in good with the UFC.
Oh my God, Jesse. Jesus Christ. This card only has 2 fights on it, so you can only watch 2 fights. But Shabazian, who's a beast, got Brunson. That's a good one. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else. Let's see if the Cormier versus Stipe card has anything.
I got some stuff on that, too.
That would be the segue. Look
People
at that.
People are calling out Cormier for his eye pokes and stuff.
Oh, well, you know, he likes to tug on the towel. He likes to poke a couple of eyes. It's a big deal, Jess. Well, let's find out what they're complaining about, because, I mean, everyone likes to complain.
Well, it's not the next one.
Okay, I'll scroll to it. I got you. This?
Yeah.
All right.
So, I guess people were kind of going hard on Cormier with the whole eye poke allegations, and he said, I'm not purposely doing that to Stipe. So, Stipe Miocic was forced to undergo eye surgery after suffering a major retina injury from multiple eye pokes against Daniel Cormier at UFC 241. Despite this, Miocic went on to TKO Cormier in the 4th round to reclaim his heavyweight title, but the 2-time heavyweight champion found himself sidelined for the rest of the year due to the eye pokes. Miocic also alleges that he suffered an eye poke just moments before his knockout loss to Cormier at UFC 226, but DC insists it was accidental. He said, I'm not purposely doing that. And this is what he told MMA Fighting ahead of his trilogy bout with Miocic. He continued by saying, I'm not purposely poking him in the eye. That first fight, I kind of poked him in the eye, but the issue with that was sometimes when I spar, and because I'm shorter, I have the 16-ounce gloves, I can kind of flick my hand towards guys and hit them when they're a little bit out of range. I think that's what happened for the first time.
DC has the best excuses in the game. I love it.
Did you mess with your cord?
No. I didn't do anything, but it's just, it is what it is.
And then he continued to say, the second time, I think, or once I think my knuckle got jammed into his eye, but that's not a finger. I kind of punched and the thumb was tucked into a fist, but the knuckle got him in the eye. And then he said, I'm not trying to poke the guy in the eye. That's fucking stupid. Why would I ever do that? I don't wish long-term damage to this guy's eye. I don't wish that the guy can't see out of his freaking eye. That's crazy. One of my friends and coworkers deals with that, Michael Bisping. I don't want to see another guy having to deal with that. That's crazy. I'm not trying to poke this guy in the eye. I've gotten my thumb to the eye by Stipe, or I've gotten thumbed to the eye by Stipe before. It's not like he's never thumbed me in the eye. He's stuck me in the eye before, whatever. We're wearing these little gloves and we train with 16-ounce gloves, so sometimes you do things that you do with 16-ounce gloves that you can't do with 4-ounce gloves. I don't purposely try to poke this guy in the face.
Yeah, I'm kind of with him. As much as I'm joking around about him making excuses, when you see like a guy like John Jones and he just has the hands, just the fingers are just dangling in front of their face and he's trying to, keep that distance and that range. And the refs are always warning him, hey, watch those fingers. That's going to be that's a recipe for disaster. But when it comes to DC, I do feel it was accidental. I don't see him purposely trying to eye poke. But he has done it a couple of times, so people start speculating and saying, well, he's a cheater.
Well, it's not just that. It's the fact that Stipe had to get surgery after the last fight because of the eye pokes.
Well, it sucks for Stipe. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know, Stipe. Sucks for you, buddy. Right?
Yeah. Can you try just moving it a little bit? It's driving me nuts.
There's nothing happening now.
I hear it.
Here.
Okay. Never mind. It's gone.
So, yeah, there's wires all over the place. This is not our official setup, so we're going to have to deal with some shittiness that's going to happen as the sun's setting in the background. But yet, we're still lit. So thank you for that. All right. Yeah. Hey, let's get those likes up over here. What's going on? Hey, do I have to fucking start doing some Listen, I'm not going to do a cartwheel or anything like that. I'm going to go get myself a water, right? Right in the fridge.
I'll get you a water I have to get.
And we're both going to get a water. When I come back and Jesse comes back,
I'll get it for you.
I want the likes. I'm trying to do a bit.
Oh, sorry.
When we come back to these chairs, we want 100 likes. So with 150 people watching, like away as we walk to get agua. Let's go. Want water? I got reminded that I'm weird by Jesse.
I didn't say you were weird.
Newsflash. So
I never said
what's
you were
going on here? Where is the 100 likes? What's going on? This is unbelievable stuff. How dare you? With 150 people watching, let's get those likes up. Let's beat up the ceiling for the first time in the dining room studios. All right, Jesse, what else do we have in the news?
I didn't say you were weird, by the way.
You said so weird.
I said this is weird.
What?
Yeah, it felt weird.
Why?
I don't know, but I didn't say you were weird.
Okay, so what's weird? Talk to me.
No, I was saying this is weird as I was walking back there.
What's weird?
It just felt weird.
The walk or
the walk.
All right.
The both of us going to do something one person could have done thing. It weirded me out a little bit. But I didn't say you were weird.
What's weird about it?
I don't know. It just weirded me out. But I wasn't saying you were weird.
Okay.
Just saying.
This is weird.
This is weird.
All right. Thanks for clearing that up. I think this is weird.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Let's get into another story over here. Like away, friends. Help this show.
We have to go up too.
All right. Let's go up too. feel like there's a lot of energy in tonight's show, right? Don't you feel it? It's through the roof. What's this?
Go
Here?
down, right there. Dan Hooker is identified the errors in the Dustin Poirier loss, but
Wait,
now
can we just talk about the picture here? What the hell? Who's the guy in the corner?
I just screenshotted it from a video.
So wait, who made this picture?
I screenshotted it
Yeah, but where'd you screenshot it from? Is it MMA Junkie?
from a video from MMA Junkie.
And this is their editing job? Hold on. So this is a professional news source, MMA Junkie. It's like, hey, check this out.
No, it was a video.
Oh, so it was a green screen or some shit?
Yeah, like you could hear it was the voiceover of the interviewer.
Oh man, I thought our presentation was trash. Okay. That's like Spielberg stuff there that got going on. Crazy.
Dan Hooker identified the errors in the Dustin Poirier loss, but now he's targeting Tony Ferguson or Charles Oliveira.
Okay, who's targeting what?
Dan Hooker.
So he wants Oliveira
or Tony Ferguson.
Wow. Wow. Ooh, tough. That's my reaction to the story, Jesse. Wow, tough.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like to give Dan Hooker Tony Ferguson is a little bit of a reach because
So they want him
lost.
to die. They want Hooker to die. Hooker wants to die. He's gonna lose both of those fights. Let's be serious, right?
Yeah.
Where's the UFC website? Hooker wants Ferguson or Oliveira. You know what? I kind of like Oliveira. I still think Oliveira beats him.
I don't think Ferguson is earned by Hooker.
Well, I mean, listen, he's got to be optimistic, right? He put on a great fight. It was a lot of fun to watch. Hooker's sitting at number 5. You have T. Ferg ahead of him, but Oliveira makes the most sense. Oliveira right under him at 6. If he beats Charles, that's a very impressive win and puts him kind of back in the mix. I say that's the way to go, but both fights are very dangerous. What would you rather see out of the two?
Neither.
Really?
I don't know. Neither.
So then what would you rather see? You want to see
Felder, maybe?
He should run it back with Felder?
Yeah.
Actually, that fight was really close. I would like to see them run that back. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oliveira makes sense, though. I kind of like that, too. Okay, let's get into the story. Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
So Dan Hooker's choice to engage in a thrilling barn burner with Dustin Poirier may have ultimately cost him a win. Hooker suffered a unanimous decision loss to Poirier in the main event of UFC on ESPN 12 this past weekend, winning the first 2 rounds on the judges' scorecards after dropping the final 3. After a strong start, Hooker started to slow down in the battle-tested Poirier, turned the tide and inflicted a lot of damage to take over the momentum. It was a Fight of the Year candidate, and both fighters were immediately transported to a local Las Vegas hospital in the aftermath. Hooker tried to rally late using his grappling, but Poirier was able to stop takedowns or pop right back up to his feet when ground preventing Hooker from maintaining any significant top control. Hooker has been in his fair share of grueling fights, including his previous outing with Paul Felder at UFC on ESPN Plus 26 in February. After a talk with his head coach, Eugene Behrman...
Look out!
CBD, 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 CBD.
It's Roberto!
CBD, 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 CBD. CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you wanted to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
Roberto Hernandez.
Colby Covington career earnings $1,439,000. Jorge Masvidal career earnings $2,627,873.50.
Wow. If that is accurate, that's crazy. Holy shit. What do you think about those numbers, huh?
It doesn't surprise me because they gave Jorge Masvidal they made a whole new belt for the guy. So
yeah, the BMF definitely catapulted him. Thank you, Roberto Hernandez, for the donation. And Jesus, if I was Masvidal, I'd be throwing that in Colby's face a little bit, rubbing his nose in it, fuking with him. All right, thank you for the donation. Back to the story over here.
So basically, Hooker wants Ferguson or Oliveira.
Okay. Yeah, I would think Oliveira makes the most sense. Although Hooker would be, Ferguson would be a good fight. Listen, you're coming off a loss. I know Fergie's coming from a loss too, but That's kind of a reward fighting Tony. I mean, not really. If they're, who cares? I don't care. Let's move on. Who cares? Yo, why is everyone... By the way, hold on a second. Maybe I'm having problems with doing math here, but with 154 people watching and 96 likes, this is ridiculous. This is offensive. What are you, that fucking stubborn where you can't hit a like button? The other freaking 54 people... 50... Yeah, 50... What we got? 56 people? What's wrong with you? What are you, a bunch of fags? Sitting over there like, I'm not gonna like this video.
CBD.
No way. Like it. Stop being a bitch. CBD. Roberto.
CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you wanted to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
What up, Roberto? We got some more.
Colby Covington is an undefeated fighter, and on his last 6 fights he has made less than Jorge Masvidal. That has a lot of L's in his records.
Crazy. Yeah, that's so crazy, man. You would think Colby Covington would be making some more cash, but listen, Masvidal played the game a little bit better. Colby Covington, it's bizarre. You know, with the cringe and all the shit that he's doing.
But you have to remember, Covington had more run-ins with Dana White than Masvidal did. So Dana White's going to favor the guy who he has less run-ins with. So, of course, he's going to favor Masvidal.
Well, what's weird, too, it's not even that. Because even if Dana White hates you, you'll get paid. Colby Covington, bizarre, is a weird thing because he doesn't really get the views.
He's a liar. Like, he says things about accepting fights. Like, look at the Tyron Woodley shit. About accepting fights, and then it comes up with all these excuses as to why the fight can't happen. Like, I mean, do you expect the guy to get paid a lot?
I do. It's weird. I think Colby Covington's an odd situation. Maybe he's not liked, but here's the situation that we've learned. If a guy keeps winning, right, and even if you like or you dislike him, if he just keeps on dominating people, and listen, he lost to Usman, but that was a fucking banging fight. You would think that people are going to watch him win or lose, you know, and Masvidal, let's be serious, it was like the perfect storm. He knocks out Ben Askren, which catapulted him because Ben Askren was someone that was saying that he was going to take out everyone in the UFC, and Masvidal finishes him with a crazy highlight reel knee. That thing happens, and now everyone's like, whoa, Jorge, nice job. And then Darren Till, talking all this smack, he cracks Darren Till, knocks him the fuck out. Then you have the Leon Edwards behind the scenes thing where he starts piecing him up, and then all of a sudden you have Nate Diaz. It's just a perfect storm for Jorge. So it's not just Jorge Masvidal deserves more money. I think it was the right place, the right time, the right situations, the right punch, the right knee, all happened in the right situation. And then you put the icing on the top, Nate Diaz. Colby Covington didn't have that. He wasn't highlight reel finishing people. He was grinding them to death or outstriking them to death. You know, and it's not highlight reel stuff. And then he fights Kamaru Usman, who's not a needle mover. So he didn't have the same path. So that is why Masvidal is making more money. Take that. And boy, oh boy, we did it. The people have taken their thumbs out of their ass. They put it in the upright position. So let's do it. Beat the likes. Yes, Jesse. For the first time in the dining room. Beat away.
100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA-Holes. Off the lights.
Pump, pump.
100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA-Holes. Off the lights.
Pump, pump.
100 likes.
Let's go.
Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA-Holes. Off the lights.
Pump, pump.
100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA-Holes. Off the lights.
Pump, pump.
The dislikes can choke on a carrot.
Oh, it feels good, Jesse. That is what we needed here. We've been on the phone, streaming day after day, road trip, and finally, listen, we're not in our studio, but to have that happen, that spectacular moment, does that send chills through your body?
Yeah, it's also better than me singing it.
It is. Yes, I concur, Jesse. Well, thank you for the likes. You are all wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Drop the wonderful, wonderfuls in the chat if you're feeling swollen sexy on a Wednesday night. Moving to the Karate Hottie story.
Oh yeah, Karate Hottie and Angela Hill. They're on tap for a UFC event in August 22nd. A strawweight showdown between Michelle Waterson and Angela Hill has been added to the upcoming UFC Fight Night card on August 22nd. Multiple sources confirmed the matchup to MMA Fighting following an initial report from MMA Junkie. Both fighters will look to bounce back from recent losses as Waterson dropped a split decision to former champ Carlos Barza, while Hill fell in an equally close fight against Claudia
during a pandemic.
Colby Covington on his last 6 fights. $580,000, $100,000, $380,000, $83,000, $71,000, $59,000.
Wow.
The $580,000 was
Usman. Yeah. And that was for a title. 100,000, which was insane. Remember, we were going crazy. How do you only make 100,000? Before that, 380.
But it's still going up.
That's a weird. No, but look at 380 and then 100,000. Like, how do those
then
numbers
it goes
work?
up to 500 something. So
But
it's not like he's not getting paid.
Yeah, but to seesaw like that is bizarre.
Well, it was more like going up, and then one time went down,
Big drop.
and then went up like tremendously.
That's really bizarre.
Ah, super chat.
Drunk Savage.
I'm sure Jorge got a bonus for Koan Askren.
Oh.
Winking face.
I mean, you think about it, the Askren thing, that was the start. And thank you, Drunk Savage. And
Yeah, maybe Dana White wanted Askren KO'd so bad that he told Jorge, if you can KO him, I'll give you something under the table.
Man. Like what? What is he giving him under the table?
Oh, it was funny. That was good wording, Moss.
Like what, Jesse? Hand job?
I don't know what you're talking about. I said, I'm talking about money.
Oh. Okay. Ooh, sassy. Okay, back to the karate hate.
All right. Overall, Waterson has suffered back-to-back losses following 3 straight wins that put her into title contention in the women's 115-pound division. Now she'll look to get back on track while preparing for a return to action in August. As for Hill, she's been one of the most active fighters on the entire UFC roster lately, with 7 fights in the past 2 years, including 3 bouts already in 2020. Prior to the setback against Gadelia in May, Hill had won 3 consecutive fights, including a pair of TKO finishes over Arianny
Celeste. Oh.
And Hannah Cyphers. A main event for the UFC card on August 22nd has not been announced yet, but the event is expected to take place at the Apex facility in Las Vegas.
Oh boy.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Hold on a second. Roberto.
Jorge Masvidal on his last 6 fights. $520,000, $265,000, $247,000, $81,000, $81,000, $191,000. The $281K he lost the fights.
There you go. Thank you, Roberto Hernandez. Let's look at that.
So had he won, it would have been a steady climb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of those was the Wonder Boy fight, right? What was the other one with Masvidal?
All right, fair enough. But maybe they think Masvidal is more marketable because if you think about it, Colby Covington, like when it comes to MMA fans, you either really love him or you really hate him. There's no in between. At least with Masvidal, you can have an in between audience, which makes him a little more marketable. So of course they're gonna pay him more. They don't. Conor McGregor, it's not like you love him or you hate him. You love him, you hate him, or there's an in between also. So that's why he was marketable. Same thing with Masvidal. He's marketable because there's an in between. There's no in between with Colby Covington.
Well, here, it's very simple, Jess. In baseball, what do chicks dig?
What?
What do chicks dig in baseball? Not the
Is this a trick
bulging,
question?
not the bulging cups. What do chicks dig in baseball? They dig the long ball, Jesse, the home run, right? And in MMA, if your fist puts someone to sleep, if your knee puts someone to sleep, if something is spectacular, chicks dig the knockout, and that's why the money goes in the upright direction. So Jorge Masvidal, he's got his swag and he's got his aura, but this has been happening for a while. You know, Jorge Masvidal he's been doing this swagger for a while. When I interviewed him, no one gave a shit about Jorge Masvidal. When he was fighting Damian Maia, you know, he had a big opportunity there. He blew the opportunity. No, everyone forgot about him. He had a lackluster fight against Wonder Boy. Everyone didn't give a shit about Jorge. But when the knuckles do the work, when the knee does the work, when people are getting choked out quickly, people start talking. Colby Covington can't finish anybody. He legit can't finish anybody. And that is the problem. it sucks. He's a fantastic fighter. And the other problem is, maybe people aren't buying into the whole MAGA song and dance, but if he was finishing people, if he was taking people out, Colby Covington would be making a hell of a lot more money. So there's your answer. Mythical has spoken.
Yeah, I think there's things he's doing really right, and then there's things he's doing really wrong, And you can't market someone like that. And you're right, the political positions and stuff like that, that's not, especially for a UFC fighter, if he goes about it the wrong way, which he is, then it's easy to push a lot of fans away.
There is one thing Colby Covington is doing wrong, Jesse, and that thing is not knocking anyone out or choking anyone out. That is the one thing that Colby is doing wrong. And it sucks that that's how it works, but that's how it doesn't matter what you say. It's what you do in that cage. That's going to make the big difference here. And Colby Covington, the chaos. And listen, he's grown on me. His cringe has grown on me, and I respect him as a fighter. I got to say, the guy is very good. And what he did with Marty, fantastic stuff. Even though I picked Usman, I believe Usman did what he had to do to take out Colby Covington. It was a fantastic fight. But if you look at his record over here, unanimous decision, and they are unanimous, so you got to give him credit for that. The last finish over here was Max Griffin. That was in 2016. And then before that, he has a Jonathan Munua, the rear naked choke, and then he lost by a guillotine. So, Colby Covington, who has very few blemishes on his record, when you're beating people by decision, unfortunately, that's not going to pay the big bucks. Just not going to happen. But a fight against Jorge Masvidal now can be something that could be spectacular. A fight against Jorge Masvidal can be something. A lead-up would be so much fun. The actual BMF versus the old best friend.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Roberto.
I think that night in the UK changed Jorge's life. Win versus Till and combo on Edwards.
Yeah, that was a big one. But, and thank you, Roberto. When Jorge knocked out Ben Askren, there were compilation videos. We were on a compilation video too as well. People were making all these crazy videos about Jorge knocking out Ben Askren. It was everywhere. Remember, he pretended he was sleeping next to him. It was a whole fiasco, this thing. It was a phenomenon. So that was like huge for Masvidal. And then when he beat Till in Till's backyard, that was mega too, because a lot of people like myself were picking against Jorge in that fight. And what does he do? He flatlines a Till. And then after that fight, the whole Leon Edwards thing, crazy stuff. And like I said, you put that together with a Nate Diaz, a fake belt. Jorge had the perfect run in a direction to make some cash. So good for Jorge. The guy's been fighting for a long time. He's actually a really nice guy. He really is. The whole complaining about money thing's got to stop. He's going to make the money. Keep that to behind the scenes. I kind of don't like that. I like the fact that Masvidal is like this swaggy, don't give a fook type of guy. Talking a little shit here and there. Keep that momentum going. Keep that juice going. And then let your management team discuss the things about money. Don't let that out. Don't let that air out, because it just looks bad. I mean, I want you to make more money, but I don't want to hear you complain about it. So just please, Jorge, get paid. Make your management do the work, and you sign the damn contract like Jesse said. Make it happen. Colby Covington, Jorge Masvidal. That's the fight. But thank you, Roberto, for the donation. Thank you, everyone, for the donations tonight. And thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Wonderful. What else do we have in the news, JBH?
Okay, so Jack Hermanson wants to make fans crave for the title fight by finishing Kelvin Gastelum. Moss, do you crave a title fight that involves Jack Hermanson?
Hermanson's good, but no.
But do you when you think about the UFC and about where MMA is right now, do you think, I'd really love to see that title fight with Jack Hermanson?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, listen, Jack's pretty good. But no, come on. I couldn't give two shits. I honestly couldn't. By the way, he looks like an albino Frankie Edgar in this picture. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but...
Jack Hermanson believes a spectacular win over Kelvin Gastelum will change the perception of where he fits in the UFC middleweight title picture. Hermanson is closing in on one of the biggest fights of his career when he takes on perennial contender Gastelum in the co-main event of the UFC's July 18th card on Fight Island, which is also known as Yas Island, Abu Dhabi.
That's a really good fight. What card is that on?
July 18th's card.
Hold on, let me look at this. I like to look at both of them together. Keep telling the story, Jess.
It's a key fight for the division, and Hermansson knows winning in a flashy manner would do him wonders. He said, quote, "I would really love a spectacular win because my goal is the title. That's what I want. That's what I work for every day. So a spectacular win would open up people's eyes. I want people to crave me. I want the fans to scream that they want to see me fight.
By the way, Jess, pause the story. Look at this banner. Hold on a second. Ready?
Yeah.
Look at this banner here. Look at that. Oof. Ooh, I'm getting tingles in my nutsack, Jesse. Fight Island. There's the Joker and Kelvin Gastelum. You got the big sun in the background. Figueiredo versus Benavidez, too. Listen, who gives a fuck the first time?
Shopping during a pandemic.
It's a great poster, right? You like that?
Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal. If they are going to fight, it's now. Colby is 33 and Jorge is 35. I can see them both arguing who gets a better payday, lol.
Yeah, that's going to be good. And thank you very much for the donation. Roberto, goddamn celebrity. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So what do you think about this thing, Jess?
It's beautiful.
That's right. I feel like we should make out by this poster.
Looks like Arizona.
Love this poster. It's great. Well, if Arizona had a lot of water like that, and it was an island with palm, well, it does have palm trees. But look at that, Jesse. That is fantastic. I can't wait for Fight Island. But Hermansson versus Gastelum, this is a good scrap. All right, get back into that story. Let's see.
The UFC middleweight division is currently on pause as it waits for a title fight between champ Israel Adesanya and unbeaten contender Paulo Costa to play out. It's rumored the pair could first coach the revamped version of the Ultimate Fighter reality series before sharing the Octagon. Then, there's another important 185-pound bout between ex-champ Robert Whittaker and Darren Till set to play out on July 25th. Before the coronavirus pandemic hit and forced the UFC to alter its schedule, Hermansson was supposed to fight Chris Weidman in a main event bout on May 2nd. He saw some value in the matchup, but ultimately thinks the situation played out to his advantage because Gastelum's stock is currently higher.
Wait, what happened with that?
Well, he said the fight was never going to happen anyway because of travel issues and visas and stuff. I don't think Chris was ready to fight on this card. Gastelum wanted to fight me. I wanted to fight him. We asked the UFC if we could make it happen. We could, so I think the outcome was even better than I thought. So I'm super happy with this fight. I'm looking forward to it. Gastelum is a little bit more up to date. Weidman has a big name, but it's a little bit about the rankings as well.
What's up with fighters off of a loss talking about title shots? Like, what is that about?
I think because he's still doing well for his career, and he's got this is going to be the biggest fight of his career so far, his UFC career. So, of course, he's going to start talking about a title shot and putting it in MMA fans' heads.
Kelvin Gastelum looks really weird in this picture. He doesn't look real. Let me just get a little closer here. It's freaking me out. What's up with Kelvin here? Does that? I don't know. Looks like his head was CGI'd on his body. I don't know. He looks weird. What's going on with Kelvin here? So Kelvin versus... This should be a good one. It really should. But yeah, coming off a loss. And by the way, Cannonier. I want more Cannonier in my life. I like Jared. I think I want to see Jared. I'd rather... If someone tells me Jared fighting for a title, I'd be a little bit more interested in that. Dude's scary. Okay, why is my computer freezing? What's that about? Is it something... This is cool. Frozen. All right, back to the story. Sorry, Jess.
So that's pretty much it. So it's basically, what do you think about Jack Hermansson earning the title shot?
I think it's stupid, but I'm looking forward to this fight. It's cool.
But you wouldn't be excited about it.
Well, I mean, there was a time before the Cannonier fight I would say, hey, Jack is, he's got some chutzpah, some momentum. But, yeah, you got to get past Kelvin before you start talking about this shit, especially coming off a loss. You're not Jose Aldo, for God's sakes. You're not Dominic Cruz. You're not a former champ looking for a shot at a belt. You're Jack Hermansson, the Joker. But it's a good fight. It is a very good fight. Mm-hmm. Okay. What else we got? So
the last one, we kind of zipped through the news.
Oh, yes. Yes, we did, Jess.
But the last one, we discussed Kay Hansen a little bit, and her name's in the news a lot, so we might want to start paying attention to her. But this time, I wouldn't say it's the best thing for her. This is how you know she's going to make it big, because she's already getting a hate train. And I'll show you the reason why. It's someone found a picture of her from her early Invicta FC days. Can you imagine what the picture is, Moss?
Nudes? Please be nudes.
Well, it's not nudes.
Oh, boo.
It's a picture of her at weigh-ins during, like I said, one of her early Invicta days.
With the tip of her cock slipping out of her pants?
Read her shirt.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, let's get a little closer. So this is the 20-year-old broad, right?
Yes.
Okay. This
now,
is good. I have a feeling it's going to be
she
good.
has a response to it too. So let's get your first impression.
Okay, hold on, let's look at this thing. Okay, there she is. By the way, I'm not attracted to her in any way, if that makes you feel any better. I love the way what Candace Owens thinks. Oh, okay.
Now, people are jumping on this hate train because of this. And mind you, this was years ago. And she responds, and
Who
she
gives
says,
a fuck, though, to be honest with you?
well, apparently a lot of people give a fuck because it even made it into the news. She said, I was very young and in a manipulating and toxic environment during that time in my life.
Yeah, I was into like black people that don't like black people.
She said, I was also very young. Views and opinions evolve as well. Take all of this into account before you jump on a hate train. Which, she's got a point.
Though?
When you're young, you say things, you do things that maybe you don't fully understand. And
oh my God, what's she apologizing for?
She's not apologizing. She's justifying, why that was worn when she was younger.
I would just say, listen, who gives a fuck? Like, what do you care? I was wearing the bra. I thought it was kind of funny. I thought it would get some attention, and clearly it did. So you're talking about me, so there you go. It worked.
But this is how you know she's gonna go far. Like, if people are already looking for reasons to hate her, then
oh my God,
her name's gonna be in the news quite a bit.
I just found out who Candace Owens was. I remember Colby Covington spoke to her.
Yeah, I had no idea who she was.
But yeah, I had no clue who she was either. Because I don't really follow that politics shit. But
it wasn't until she came out with that video, the BLM video, then that's when I found out who she was.
Yeah, and then you showed me the video of her and Joe Rogan, where Joe Rogan dismantles her for the whole...
For everything?
What the hell was
global warming?
Yeah, the global warming shit. Who cares, man? So they're giving her hell for this?
Yeah, because, the whole BLM movement that's going on right now, and like everyone is easily triggered right now. So anything that pops up on social media from anyone with a public face is a target, Yeah,
look at this guy. It says, just be you. Now we can cancel people for the way they think about the way someone else thinks. I'm so pissed by this. Candace Owens, ugh, I hate her now.
Well, that's definitely a girl.
Look at this fag. Oh, excuse me, not like there's anything wrong with fags. Oh my God, look at this guy. This guy would say that.
Antifa.
Look at this idiot. Like, look, I made a gay joke and.
Wait, what was some of his?
Shocking.
What was some of his recent tweets? It's all about my riches. I should be named Richard Little Wayne. Carter all best CD ever.
Oh, fuck this guy. Yeah, all right. Let's go through the other comments. Like, listen, I understand Candace Owens, she could be a complete knucklehead, but so does everyone involved in politics. So I mean, who gives a shit? I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm racist and I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud. I like the way Candace Owens thinks. Candace Owens thinks. Let's see. There's nothing wrong with this picture.
It's so crazy.
People love Twitter, man.
It's not even that. It's whenever there's a big...
What the fuck? Is that Donald Trump as a gimp?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. That's our president. That's fucked up, man. What a dick. Why would he put him in a gimp outfit? That's fake. That's photoshopped, right? What the hell is that?
I mean, look who's standing next to him.
Who spends time on this? Oh my God. Habib probably did this, right? Did Habib make that picture? Oh, you gotta love Twitter. Oh my God, look at these idiots. So many idiots. I'm so glad I didn't respond on something like this. It's just like all these people need to get...
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's no need to even make a political position here.
The Usman smile?
Yeah, his smile's crooked.
What are they talking about? What, his jawline?
Yeah.
Yeah, why does Colby Covington do that? Why does his face go sideways? Like he has a stroke or something. When he smiles, he's like Fire Marshal Bill. What is that about? What is that? Why? I always looked at his smile and said, what's going on there? Maybe his jaw is not lined up. What the hell's going on? Oh, well. What are you going to do, man? Candace Owens. How dare you? In fairness, I probably wouldn't wear that shirt either, but who gives a shit what she wears? All right, well, we're talking about her, and she's She's in the UFC and she's undefeated as a UFC fighter. 20 years old. And now she's making excuses. Listen, if you want some advice, what's her name again?
Kay Hansen.
Kay Hansen, if you want some advice, just be you. Keep winning and just be you. By the way, she's not that pretty, though. Let's be honest, Jesse. How old is she here? I mean, she's only 20 now. How old if she was young here? What was she, 15?
She had to have been like 18 to fight in Invicta.
God damn it. Wow. All right, let's see what's going on in that chat room. As we finish our stories, we'll talk about some more shit over here in our dining room studios. But what's up, chat?
EP Omen annihilated his jaw. Now it's crooked, says Uchiha. Gene Pinkard says, can't we all just get along? Colvick says, ILRQ. She was 10 Moss, says the double champ. Drunk Savage says, Brock Lesnar's daughter. Who gives a shit? No politics here, says Robert Quinones. Proud Babylonian says, Moss inferred young is Moss Bonita.
Sure.
Sean Hart says, Candace speaks truth. Colvick, I will take one for the team. I retracted that. Flounder Deegan says, of course, Alex Lovell. Cardub says, I'm about to bang a girl that looks like Candace Owens.
All right. Good job.
Aiden Oliveira says, nice special effects. Let the girl wear what she wants, for fuck's sake, says Sean Hart. Annie says, Twitter is so stupid now. All a bunch of snowflakes on there. They complain about everything on Twitter. Bunch of tattletales on there, too. Aiden says, Fook politics. Let's talk MMA. Sean Mann says, no one has a problem with Kevin Lee giving Bernie Sanders a reach around. Drunk Savage says, keep all that shit out of MMA. Cole Vic, Carr for president. Ann H says, JBH is bootyful.
Oh, that's
Thanks,
so sweet.
Ann.
All right.
Muy joven es más bonita, says Proud Babylonian.
So, Jess, I went over to MMA Twitter. All right, let's see what's going on over here. If there's anything on the Twitterverse that's worth talking about on MMA Twitter. Okay, Drunk Savage brought us to MMA Twitter. So let's see if there's anything worthwhile. Any breaking stories or anything crazy that the people, the MMA fans on MMA Twitter are talking about. I'm going to scroll through this and see if this will be a decent segment. If not, we'll move into something else. But, all right, let's see what we got here. When times were simpler, Jesse. Oh, yes. Remember this? The good old days. When McGregor and Aldo had their tour. And that, what a time. What a time. Oh, that was great. Habib, here he is. What does this say, Jess?
When I saw that Gina Carano post, hashtag MMA Twitter.
Okay.
I'm gonna come. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. 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 I'm gonna come. Whatever you want, doesn't matter.
We should soundbite that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, what else do we have here on MMA Twitter?
Best title fight performances in MMA. I'll start off, says Jose.
And there's Cody Garbrandt posing over Dominic Cruz, and that was a pretty impressive performance. I'm gonna come.
Garbrandt has such a weird body.
Yeah. That's what Cody Fade Garbrandt. That's before the fro. We got Amanda Nunes, the double quadruple champ.
These are responses to that tweet.
Oh, okay, yeah. All
right. When an MMA Twitter youngster unwittingly crosses an MMA Twitter OG.
Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna come. Look at this old guy. Oh shit, the left! Drops the man bun. Oh, the right hand. Oh my god! The flurry of punches. Oh my god, Jess. That's unbelievable. What else we got here?
Pound for pound second worst account on MMA Twitter, says Healthy Rob.
Okay, so they're saying Dizzy. Okay, that's great.
Let's see. MMA Twitter be like, Poirier gets dominated by Khabib and submitted. OMG, I feel so bad for him. He is such a good dude. He deserved to win. Conor gets submitted by Khabib. Ha 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 ha. McTapper fucking pussy ass can't even get out of a neck crank. Tap tap tap. Overrated bitch.
Okay. Thanks for your input, Mike Perry's Stan account.
I think it's
What's this?
It says when Jan sparks Aldo.
So that's what's gonna happen?
to MMA fans.
All right. Is that going to be our look, Jess?
It looks like Darren Till.
Oh, boy. What the hell is this? Something's I'm afraid to... So Peter Yan getting some love on Twitter. I mean, him versus Aldo should be a good scrap. Why is he glowing in this pic?
Because he's an angel.
You're almost ours. Okay, there we go. That's Peter Yan. Let's scroll through the MMA Twitter. Welcome to the MMA-Holes. We're scrolling the Twitterverse right now. We're hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
From the Arizona studios. That's right. Okay, this account's back here. I'm 19. I'll hit you up. Any 17. What? The hell's going on here? Okay, here we go. Tony, this is from Heel Jones on MMA Twitter.
Tony was on one of the most impressive streaks in MMA history, and people still wouldn't give him the respect he deserved. He takes a short notice fight and loses for the first time in 8 years, and now all of MMA Twitter is talking about how overrated he is.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Great start to her career. Beast.
And except she likes Candace Owens, right?
No.
Oh.
She said that was when she was young and she was easily manipulated.
All right. And by the way, people make fun of how we pronounce Peter Yan. Sorry. I hate to break it to you, but
who cares?
Oh, it's getting dark now.
We're not getting dark.
We're lit up by our computer lights right now, Jesse. It's kind of weird.
This lighting is better than...
You like computer lighting? It's kind of odd.
Yeah, this lighting's better than...
We're fading to black.
The light lighting.
The sun's setting behind the studio.
Now we're actually look clear.
Okay. Jesse doesn't like natural light. She likes computer light. All right, what do we got here, Jess?
I can't read it. Thank you. Okay, I'm curious who wins now who wins at 155 now. I would argue, well, Poirier would probably give Conor a run for his money.
It's a good debate. It's a good debate because if you think about it, Conor smacked Little P-Head very quickly in the first fight at 145, and he was depleted at 145. He's looked fantastic at the 155. I still go with Boulder Shoulders. I still go with Conor, Jess. I think he gets the win over
But I feel
P-Head.
like you're always going to go Conor. You know?
I always... No.
Because you feel obligated to go with Conor.
Who's going to win, Conor or Khabib?
Khabib.
In the rematch?
Khabib.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm realistic to know that Khabib is most likely going to take out Conor. I think Conor would be more... I think he can go to the distance, though, in the fifth. I feel he can. He can make it a better scrap, but I think Khabib will win.
I just feel like Conor's kind of fallen out of the game a little bit.
Oh, stop it. Did you see how he smoked Cowboy Cerrone? Did you see it?
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air, flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Choke my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Pervert cameraman, Arianny Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
Boobies, Alex Lovell.
Boobies. That is all. Now back to the show.
What an appropriate donation, Jesse.
Boobies.
You know? I mean, you figure it, we're in the Sonosi studios of Arizona.
Conor is a sniper and would just put Dustin Poirier asleep like he did last time. Poirier is a good fighter but is predictable, and Conor would put him straight to sleep.
You know that. Listen. Come on, guys. A lot of people are saying, oh, he's retired, oh, this and that. You put those two back in the cage, P-Head going down again. And P-Head's looked great. He's looked absolutely great. How many times is Dustin going to go for that guillotine, though? What's up with that?
I mean, eventually, I'm surprised that, like, people haven't been like, oh, I saw that one coming and take him out, you know? Like,
it seems like every time he keeps on going all in on those guillotines, you know, which he gets pretty tight on that thing. His arms get gassed out, and then next thing you know, the last round, he's like, I can't throw punches anymore.
If Poirier lands on McGregor's chicken jaw, it's over. McGregor got rocked by volume punching journeyman DIAZ.
Okay, you Chiha paths. Let me tell you something, you Chiha paths. When has Conor McGregor been knocked out? When have you seen the iron chin of Conor McGregor fail him? Never, right?
My foot was a balloon.
Now, his foot was a balloon, but never his chin. How dare you speak negative words of the mighty Conor?
Yes, sir.
All right, what does everyone else say about Conor and Poirier?
Dustin is there to be hit. Tailor-made match up for Conor. He used to catch guys in those FW. Khabib, Mayweather, DP will fold versus Conor. Against Floyd, no man can...
Wait a second, Jesse. Pause the tape. Against Floyd? A 50-0 boxer where the ref had to step in because Conor wasn't going anywhere. He wasn't even going down with Floyd.
Meh.
That's right, Roberto. Drop the murmurs in the chat. Floyd? The ref had to step in there because Conor wasn't going down. He's like, I'll take all those punches. His snot was coming out of his face. He didn't care. Never has Conor been dropped.
But he's been rocked.
Never. Rocked? Who rocked him?
They're saying high volume Diaz rocked him.
What? Diaz, he got fucking tired. His gas tank... What the... Hold on a second, Jesse.
Casual.
What are you... Listen.
See, Diaz had Conor wobbled in that first fight right
Wobbled?
before Conor threw that useless shot.
Conor was exhausted. What you guys are... Hold on a second.
Casual.
Come on, guys. Stop it. We know you hate Conor. It's fine. You're allowed to hate the guy. But making shit up, lying about the sport, about one of the greats in the game, that's shame on you. Shame. I'm very disappointed in some of this community. Majority of you know the truth.
Shoot, not shot.
What else do we have in the chat?
Here
Jesse?
comes Triggered Moss.
What else do we have in that chat? Why can't I transition?
That's what is in the chat.
There we go.
Chad Mendez, the only thing Diaz wobbles is his lightweight bike frame when Nick shouts.
There you go. That's right. His nags.
Wonderful.
Diaz's legs wobble when Nick walks in the room because he wants to blow him. Oh, boom roast.
Jesse will always go with the trends. She loves riding hype. Okay. We're not talking about me, though.
We're talking about Conor. But maybe they disagree with you and they're trying to take a shot at you.
But I didn't take a side, so...
I don't know. They like taking shots. Listen, it happens.
What does the chat say? That old man at the bar would have knocked Conor the fuck out. McGregor smokes Dustin in the rematch 100%. Khabib dropped him. JBH the plumber. When are they going to let the big girls fight? When are they going to let the big girls fight?
I don't know, but I think heavyweight women should fight. I'm with you on that. I think this is...
Gabby Garcia versus...
Listen. Who cares? Just get a fat slob in there. I want to see heavy... This is how sexist this sport is, the UFC. Okay?
It's not sexist. In fairness, as a female, it is more entertaining to watch the men fight.
Jesse, you know what? You put two fucking whales in there, you're not going to be entertained? You will be entertained. Why you have 115-pound girls in there? Put the big slobs in there. Put the biggest girls you can get in the cage. Let them fight each other and let's go. Put a little oomph behind those punches. Then we're going to see some big female knockouts. Imagine like a giant woman gets on top of another giant woman and just smothers her with her big floppy tits.
He says not even fat girls. There are big, tall, muscular women out there.
No, I want the fat ones. Or the juiced up muscular women. Sure, I'm down with that. The Gabbies, sure.
Yes, the oomph. Yes, female heavyweights. Karen fights.
Yes, Karen fights. Wait, listen, we would all watch it. You know, the problem is everyone wants to watch the next pretty girl in there. The fucking 115-pound girl in there. People want 105-pound girls fighting. Have real women fight. Not these fucking plucked out little models. You know, like, what are we doing
Because...
here?
Honestly, it's because there's most female... I'm not saying all, because you've got some pretty heavy hitter females in there, but most female fights you see go to a decision, and it's not as entertaining to watch, and the only thing that makes it more entertaining is if they have a pretty face. Like, it's just how it is.
No, it's not. It's not entertaining, man. Listen, there's a lot of times where guys are complaining about the girls fighting sucking.
Yeah, it does.
But... they don't necessarily all suck. If you look at
I said not all.
Yeah. So if you look at Jacek versus Weili Zhang, that is that could be fight of the year. I mean, that fight was a freaking barn burner, and there were little petite girls throwing hands. That's great, but there are a dime. I mean, those fights are not as much as we would like to see. We want to see some like banging fights, and the only way to do that is you put the meat on the bones. You let the women get out there, and you let them go. You mean to tell me there's no heavier women out there that want to compete in the game? There has to be.
Well, I'm sure there are, but Dana White's not going to let them in. Not right now. I mean,
you like my echo, by the way?
And he can't afford it.
Yeah, the reverberation is because we don't have proper sound in here. We're in the dining room.
But what do you think of our new dining chairs?
Shopping during a pandemic.
Check that out. We got a donation coming in.
Oop, cut the check. I haven't forgot, nigga. I want my royalties. Pay me, nigga.
And Chrome, congratulations. You are on your 17th child. We found out that you indeed were the daddy of Arianny Celeste. So congratulations on your new addition to the family. It's wonderful, wonderful. Everyone say congratulations to Mr. Dome, who got it done. Laid down the hammer, impregnated the ring girl. Look at that. Shout out to Chrome to your Dome. Shout out to all the donators tonight on a Wednesday show, and it feels good, Jess, right?
Right.
So Fatty's in the cage, yay or nay?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I'm it. Listen, trust me on this one. If this happens, it would be fantastic. You would thank me. But let's see what the chat says. Yes or no? Yay or nay? Big ladies in the cage. What do we say?
Annie says, I would watch that. Light heavyweight women and heavyweight women's division be good fights. Nice. Are they studded chairs? No. Oh, wait. Studded? Are they studded, Moss?
I don't know what studded chairs are.
When I think studded, I think like the little things inside them. But these have...
Well, they got a stud on the chair.
These have...
Wonderful, wonderful.
These things. So if that's studded...
This chair is studded.
Then yes. Yes, big females definitely should. Yes, sir.
Oh, get out!
I just wanted to scream out the spirits. If the house is on an ancient Indian burial ground, Stipe Miocic's last fight $830 million. I just thought I put out an irrelevant bit of information, willy-nilly.
Yeah, Stipe got paid, huh? Stipe needs to, if he keeps fighting DC, he's going to keep on getting more and more bucks. That's a nice recipe, nice combination over there. Thank you, D-Rest. Here's my partner over here in crime. Her name is JBH. Not only is she easy on the eyes, but she's easy on the cock. Not only is she easy on the eyes, but she's easy. No, that didn't work out right. Not only is she easy on the eyes, but she's fantastic on the mic. Not only is she easy on the eyes, but she loves MMA. Not only is she easy on the eyes, but she's easy...
But she's easy
to like. All right. Anyway, we spoke about Arianny Celeste being knocked up over here. I think she looks beautiful in these pictures, right? Looking all dolled up. What a goddess. What a goddess. We spoke about Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal. We all love that fight. We talked about big girls fighting. And we'll go back to MMA Twitter, see what's going on over there, since it's been providing some content to keep the show going and flowing. And who is this? Is that Usman?
Shopping during a
Pandemic!
While everyone has been bring a bunch of bitches wearing mask and shit, I have been spreading my seed.
There you go. So now we found out how
that's nice.
He got in there with Arianny Celeste.
Nice. There's a picture of what the dad looks like.
It looks like Chrome, no?
Yeah, it looks like Chrome.
Wait, Chrome's not the dad? I thought
go to oh, you know what? I bet it's on her Instagram maybe. If you go to Google and type in Arianny Celeste pregnant, it'll
show. Do you think people are beating off to this?
Yes.
It's kind of weird, right? I think people probably have a fetish to that kind of stuff.
You do, so I'm sure other people do.
All right, but I don't think I've ever beaten off to a pregnant girl.
I'm sure you have.
I can pretty much confirm that that's not true.
No, don't click the link. Go to
I'm going to IG.
I don't know if it's on Instagram. I know it's on Google. Might be on Instagram.
Let's do the Instagram stalking.
No, it's not. It's not on Instagram.
There's Pudgy Arianny. Look at that.
Whoa, look at her face.
Yeah, she's all pregged up.
Wow, her face got all balloony.
Hey, look at me. I'm still getting paid. Prego. Silicone boobies.
Go to Google.
Skipping UFC 250. She kind of kept it under wraps for a while, though, huh?
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't at the last couple events, so she most likely started showing, and then
yeah, she went from this. Like, could you imagine? Like, her fans are like, "Oh my god, she still looks great. This is fantastic. What the fuck is going on?
But she still
what
looks
happened?"
Good.
Arianny country.
It's like it hits women different. Like some women, they just look horrible, and other women look great when they're pregnant.
You're scrolling through this, you're like, oh my god, she looks great. Look at this. Oh my god, I'm about to bust. Hello, yes, here we go. What the fuck is going on?
She's still pretty.
Yeah, she looks great. She does.
So go to Google.
They said her boyfriend is Taylor King. Jesse bro. All right, Jesse bro, let's check it out. Taylor King.
Or you could just type in Arianny Celeste pregnant.
Oh. Taylor. Is that how you spell Taylor? Yeah, King. Whoops. Tough to type on this thing like this. Taylor. There's probably a million Taylor Kings, right? Is it this guy?
No.
Is that him?
Can you just...
Is this clown? Hey man, I'm Arianny. All right. Taylor King.
There. Arianny Celeste.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh my god. What? Oh my goodness. That's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
He's
his
huge.
his mushroom probably comes out of her mouth when he's plowing her. Oh my god, poor Arianny.
What do you mean poor Arianny?
He's got to be getting... It's got to hurt.
You can be tall and have an average sized penis.
Jesse, come on. Were you kidding me? This guy's got a freaking... Look at the size of this man. Look at his
Moss,
hand.
the size of the man does not determine the size of the dick.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jesse. I wasn't with a bunch of fucking big dudes. All right? I don't know.
Saying.
I'm just assuming he's got a big ass hog. Look at this guy. How could you... I mean, look at the size of this human being. Oh my god. Could you imagine? This guy must be hurting her. Someone call the police immediately. He's palming the baby. The baby's not going to be able to come out. It's going to be too big. Look at this. Oh, the lovebirds. Beautiful. I think she could do better, though. Am I wrong?
What? He's cute.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know. He looks like Mark Hunt.
No, he doesn't.
Is he an MMA fighter?
I don't know. I don't know who Taylor King is.
I don't know. I feel like she could do better. Look at this guy. He looks like fucking Mark Hunt. That doesn't look like Mark Hunt to you?
He's Samoan.
Or he looks like Aquaman and Mark Hunt had a baby. Right? Is that Aquaman? That's him.
No,
Jason
I don't
Momoa.
think so.
What's going on? Where's the Aquaman from? Is he like is he Australian or something, or where is he? New Zealand? Where's he from? He does the stomp dance. How come like all these Samoan? Is he a Samoan? Samoa?
I think Taylor King is Samoan.
Is he a Samoan cookie?
I think. I could be wrong, but he looks Samoan.
He looks like freaking Aquaman and Mark Hunt. That's what he looks like to me. All right, Arianny, congratulations. You got the biggest cock in... So what's his name? Taylor... Let's look at his MMA career. Taylor King. I think he is an MMA fighter. Let's see. Let's go to the tap. J.
Are you sure?
I don't know. It said something about MMA. Oh, it's probably a million Taylor Kings, though. I wonder if we can find this guy. This guy's a nobody.
I don't think he's a fighter.
He's a fighter, Jesse. He fought for the love of Arianny Celeste. He's definitely a fighter.
Yeah.
All right. This is what happens when you run out of stories too early. You start talking about Arianny Celeste's pregnancy way too long. But shout out to Arianny. Congrats.
I find it fascinating because she's been a model for so long.
Listen, she's gonna bounce back. She's gonna be swinging the sign around.
Do you think they planned it, or do you think it just happened? And she's like, "Fuck, I can't work anymore. I gotta start doing Instagram posts."
No, she'll be fine. She'll be back. She'll be back in the ring.
But do you think they planned it, or do you think like it just happened and then she had to try and figure out what she was gonna do with her
An
modeling
accident?
career?
You think?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm too old to have babies.
Not like an accident, but just unplanned.
I don't know, man. I kind of don't care. I'm kind of over the story. Let's see what else we got on MMA Twitter. We'll finish up with some more MMA Twitter things. Okay.
COVID messed up our priorities. Mother market is huge. Slowly getting darker on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We should bring a light in here, but we're almost done. So you're gonna see us in the dark. What happened to this transition over here? Look at this. My first technical difficulty, Jesse.
What?
Watch this. When I go to the chat, and broken.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know.
Should I cry or the fuck? Oh, I guess it's something to do after the stream. All right, let's see. Punch that screen. Look at that, Jesse. I actually made that. Could you believe that?
That's pretty cool.
I'm pretty crafty. All right, a couple more MMA Twitter jammies, then we're going to wind this thing down. Thank you to everyone. Look at the likes. They smashed the shite out of it. Appreciate it. We are not in the studios that we want to be at, but we're in our dining room, and we have a little bit better production this time, so deal with it. Okay, let's see. What's this picture of?
It's Justin Gaethje, Magomed Sharipov,
and Jeremiah White.
Khabib.
What the hell is he doing in it?
I don't think that's Jeremiah White.
How the hell is Jeremiah in this picture?
And then let's see who else is in here. I can't really make it. Oh, here's John Jones, Ali Quinta, Darren Till, Max Holloway. It's hard to make out their faces.
So what's the point of this? What is this?
There's Nate Diaz back there with Francis Ngannou.
Oh, the order of high-level MMA Twitter is complete. Could you imagine sitting there and doing this? I thought I had a lot of time on my hands, but Jesus, what the hell's going on here? All right, let's see what else we got on MMA Twitter. Okay, I've been watching MMA for like 10 years and on Twitter for 7. Why am I only just getting MMA Twitter? I don't know. That's a good question. All right, we saw this. We got to skip to things that we didn't see. Here. Let's skip. Oh, Jesse got an idea. Yeah, put that light on. Actually, you got to hit the... oh, shit, but you might shut the show off. Are we on... Actually, I think you could hit the switch. Yeah, flip that switch.
No, I don't want to flip any
Does this light work? Yeah, we're really fading out. This might be a sign to turn the thing off. But thank you for joining us tonight. This is kind of a test, but it's for the most part worked pretty well. Then the sun ran out of sun. So, okay, here we go. How is nobody talking about Luque versus Price 2? It was such a crazy fight. Even better than the main event, Ferguson versus Gaethje. But still, they got the bonus. I just rewatched Zhang versus Joanna 2, and I can't decide which fight is better. So what do you think about Luque versus Price, which was a fantastic scrap? Fights like this always get buried, though, you know, unless they're like former champs or something like that, or like #1 contenders. No one really talks about them as contention.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Can we please address how awful Gustafsson looks at heavyweight? His face. He looks like he's on Dana's diet of test 500, lots of whiskey, and far too much sodium. His face is so inflamed and bloated, he looks so unhealthy.
Yeah, Gus always had like that dad bod type of body. He was never like shredded. Like he had like weird shape. And I haven't seen him at heavyweight. Have you seen him?
No, I have not. But I'm sure he looks like a balloon.
His face is a balloon?
My foot was a balloon.
Yeah, I didn't see him yet. But thank you, Mr. Luke. Appreciate the donation. And it's going to be interesting. Him versus Verdum. You know, Gus said he was retiring.
I'm
and
sure
now
you
he's
could
fighting.
just look up a picture or something.
All right, type it in here, Jess. Let's see. Which one should we use? Let's use this one. I don't know, you know, the stream health is pretty good. I just got to fix up some of the lighting.
You're hardwired. We're not going to be hardwired.
I'm also hard, Jesse.
In the studio.
I'm hard as a wire. All right, what are we looking up, Gus? Yeah, type in Alexander Gustafsson and put heavyweight. Let's see if we got some pictures of him. Is there maybe on his Instagram he's got pictures? I'll check that too. But let's see how he looks. This is scary, man.
Why doesn't your mouse move?
I don't know. It's all fucked up. Everything started to freeze up. We haven't used this computer in a while, so it's about time for it to start freaking out. Perry versus a plastic bag. That sounds enticing. Yeah. All right, let's go to his Instagram. They don't have anything here.
It's on his Instagram?
I'm just assuming. Where did you see pictures of Gustafsson fat?
Oh. You gotta mute it. Oh, there you go.
Let's see. This is a video. We can't show this. Let's see the Mauler.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Is that really him?
Whoa.
Oof. Is that Barnett or Gustafsson? Is that really him? Wow. Holy shite. Oh my God. My goodness, my goodness. Look at this. Yeah, he looks pretty, he looks old too. He looks a lot older. Was he just eating cheeseburgers?
He looks so unhealthy.
Damn. Wow, he just gained like 10 years of age to his face from going up to heavyweight.
Should be a fat farm hat.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you know what's funny? As soon as I saw Fight Farm, that's why I thought fat should be in there somehow.
Wow.
The Mauler.
Yeah, he looks really unhealthy.
Verdum, an old Verdum
No,
who looks terrible?
Maybe, yeah. I would say, yeah, probably.
I think, yeah, at this stage, for an unroided Verdum, should be interesting.
And an overweight Gustafsson.
My goodness. That's going to be such a shit show.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it.
Ugh. Chris and Jesse, go back to MMA Twitter. I posted about you on there. Ann H.
You gotta refresh MMA Twitter.
Okay. All right, Ann. Even though my mouse is not cooperating, I'm gonna do it. Wait for it. All right, here we go. Reconnected. Hello. Hello. All right, we're back. Skylar Ward, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Mr. Skylar Ward coming in. Appreciate that. You are wonderful, wonderful. Hold on a second.
Chat.
Skylar coming in with another one. Skylar Ward. Hell yeah, baby. Skylar Ward with the donation. Appreciate it. So, yeah, I think, you know what? Let's just do this, Jesse. Cox, cable. We got to do something right here, Jesse. Right? Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. As we're sitting in the dark. Wow, this is very romantic.
Super chat.
Yeah, super chat. The great benefactor with the deuce. 99 cents. Thank you. I see the great benefactor everywhere. I see him on like IRL streams. I see him all over the place. You goddamn sexy. Sexy donator right there. Appreciate that. All right, let's go like this. Okay, Jesse. See what I got to do. You got to go like this so you get the optimum quality. And we're just going to put this up here. Put this on all the screens. Fook Cox Cable. The reason why we're in our dining room right now. It's really the reason.
Super chat.
Super chat. What do we got? Schwint. Jamie. Whoa, we got some super chats coming in.
Whoop, whoop.
Hell yeah, Jamie. You got a gun. Jamie's got a gun. His donations just come. Everybody just look at Jamie Schwint.
Have fun.
All right. All right, let's look over at NH's MMA Twitter, and we're going to wind this thing down. Thank you for joining us tonight on this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Yeah. NH.
Shopping during a pandemic.
This fucking mouse. Jesus Christ.
I met baby's pappy. Mark my words that baby will come out looking nothing like its supposed father. I have the most athletic semen in the world. That's a little demon chrome growing inside her.
That's your baby, huh? So we called it, Jesse. We were right. Our theory is correct. That is baby Chrome. Inside, Arianny Celeste.
Kind of disturbing that he's saying those things.
It's the truth. The truth hurts. And so does Chrome's cock. That hurts as well. All right. So Ann H, drop in the MMA Twitter. Now all my transitions aren't working. Isn't this great, Jesse? This is fantastic. Don't you love when everything just stops working?
Yeah.
All right, let's look at this. Ann H. But still, with all that being said, I'm still happy to be behind a mic.
MMA fan, UFC. What? You're just reading her profile.
Oh, why is that? It says hello. No. Oh, wait. What
You're screenshotting this on the right side.
I got the wrong thing. Son of a bitch! What am I doing, man? Sorry, NH. I am sorry, but I didn't get your actual comments. By the way, I like her profile. Okay, so here's NH.
It says, hello, Chris and Jesse. MMA Holes rule. I am an MMA Hole for life. Watch the MMA Holes on YouTube. At MMA Holes, hashtag MMA Twitter.
All right, go give Chillzone 95 a follow, and thank you for the shout out on MMA Twitter. You are
wonderful.
Wonderful. Thank you. And yeah, make sure if you're on Twitter, give us a shout out on MMA Twitter. Spread the word of the MMA Holes, as we are going to be in the studio, the real studio, very soon.
What if like a dark shadow just crept up right behind us and stabbed us both.
That'd be awesome. Uh-oh. Sound the alarms, Jesse! Sound the alarms! Chrome with the ends alone!
Ends alone! Ends alone! Michael ends alone! Ends alone! Michael ends alone! Watch out, here he comes with the wrench friend, heart and soul of the holes, Mrs. Steely girlfriend. Time out trolls, welcome to the dead end. Cock so big that you can't even comprehend. Dustin Chrome making bitches moan on the timestamp throne while the chat room stone. Hold up, save the show for the tales will be told about Michael ends alone.
Woo, baby.
For the people.
Chrome, thank you. Look at all the Anzalones flying, Jesse. Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful. I love it.
The flying Anzalones in the chat. Fantastic stuff. And thank you so much, Chrome, T-Dome, and everyone for their donations tonight. Everyone is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
But we're going to wind this thing down because we have run out of light over here. It was a pleasure hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
And hanging with the girls. Next time we do this, we'll make sure to put lights in here. But the sun has gone down and the show is over. Let's come! Come!
Everybody come! Come on, Ronda! Come on, Ronda! Come on, Ronda! Come on, Ronda!
Thank you, Chrome.
Gun forms, baby.
Wow, look at that. Chrome's like, you can't go off the air. I'm not letting you. I am not letting you go off the air. What do you think about that donation?
I think it was wonderful, wonderful, Crow.
Wonderful, wonderful.
How about Chrome coming? I was going to say comb. All right, so thank you very much to the Dome. Thank you, NH, for the shout out on MMA Twitter. And thank you to each and every one of you for joining us on this Wednesday night. We're going to up the production once we get back into the studio. But we'll be here for the time being and not too bad, right?
Right.
Right.
Maybe with a little more light next time.
Yeah. Or we could do dark streams. You want to tell a ghost story before we go?
I'm not good at ghost stories.
Jesse's floating. Oh, man, when the green screen gets going, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, Jesse. All right, Jesse. On this Wednesday night from the Sonosi Studios of Arizona.
Yeah.
We'll be back when?
Friday. Sorry.
Trick
I had to remember what day it was. So we'll be back on Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time for Fuka Friday. And there are no fights this weekend because it's July 4th. So everyone enjoy your Independence Day. But there will be a fight next weekend.
And shout out to Canada. I think it's a big day for Canada. I think it's their Independence Day today or something like that. Yeah. So shout out to our Canadian friends.
Nice. Happy Independence Day. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA.
Oh shit! Oh shit! You've been blocked by the Dome! Sound the alarms!
Ends alone! Ends alone! Michael ends alone! Cram to your dome! Michael ends alone! Watch out, here he comes with the wrench friend, heart and soul of the holes, Mrs. Steely girlfriend. Time out trolls, welcome to the dead end. Cock so big that you can't even comprehend. Dustin Chrome making bitches moan on the timestamp throne while the chat room stone. Hold up, save the show for the tales will be told about Michael ends alone.
Jesse, we lost Anzalone. What did he took off?
No, not yet.
Oh my God! Thank you, Chrome to your Dome, for the donation. And Jesse, we have lost Michael Anzalone. Where did he go? Oh my God! Where did he go? There he is. There he is. Holy shit!
But you moved the sponsors.
Hold on a second. I gotta get rid of this. Yes. Let's get this back on track here. It's been a while. There we go. Chrome, you broke the show. But thank you very much for your donation. That was wonderful, wonderful. Let's see if we can get it done this time, Jess. What do you think? You think we can get through the ending?
I'm going to try.
Fucking Chrome, man. It's the best.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Tune in 10 p.m. Eastern time on Friday. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.